Advertising has been outlawed. Now what? This is a thought experiment. I apologize for the clickbait title, but just play along with me. It's January 1st, 2027. Somebody has just decided it's against the law to advertise. And I mean everything. No TikToks, no skywriting, no Instagram posts, no radio, no television, no AI. If you so much as put a flyer on somebody's windshield, you're going to prison. Now what? In a previous video, look for the link, I shared that advertising makes up about 8% of marketing. So that means that things like radio, digital, TV are just a piece of advertising, which is just a piece of promotion, which is just a piece of the tactics, which is just a piece of all of marketing. This confounds many businesses and marketers because 100% of their time is spent on commercials, and they call commercials marketing.
We don't bother with that, and we just focus on communications. We don't call it communications. We call it, content marketing, and we call it, social and digital and TV. But the point is, it's just comms. It's a small part of marketing.
So let's enact our imaginary law outlawing advertising and think about what you're left with. Turns out quite a bit. You can still use your price. Up or down, price sends a message. Up or down, price changes your profits. Warren Buffett said, if you have to have a prayer
session before raising the price by 1/10%, you've got a terrible business.
Pricing power, Buffett said, is the single
most important decision in evaluating a business is pricing power. If you've got the power to raise prices without losing business to a competitor, you've got a very good business.
Distribution is another tool that you would still have, which is just a fancy way of saying, how can we shrink the gap between the customer wants it and the customer has it? That lever is Amazon's entire business model, but it predates Mr. Bezos. Henry Ford knew it, post-war Japan enhanced it, and just-in-time or lean manufacturing raged throughout the 80s and 90s. And then there's the product itself, or the service that you provide. Is this thing you're selling so good, so incredibly good, that people can't stop talking about it? When the maitre d' says, "How was your meal?" and you reply, "It was great, thanks," that means the restaurant underperformed. They're not hoping for, "It was great," or "Fine, thank you." They're hoping for an orgasmic level reaction that you can't stop telling the world about.
I'll have what she's having.
Companies like Harley-Davidson, Lululemon, Costco, and Trader Joe's all got to their consumers with little or sometimes no advertising at all. Tesla, Disney theme parks, In-N-Out Burger, even Warren Buffett's own Berkshire Hathaway. How did you hear about them? Because it wasn't in an ad. None of this should imply that you're slacking off because you advertise, and I don't subscribe to the Josh Kaufman idea that advertising is the tax you pay for being unremarkable. That's silly. If you don't invite people to your party, don't be surprised when nobody shows up. You have a great company. You might even have a better than great company. The thought experiment is this. If you had to turn up the lever on something that isn't advertising, what would it be? What's in your control right now? What sort of unleveraged asset exists in your company today? What sort of hard, calcified rules does your industry have that you can break? Because if a man has good corn or wood or boards or pigs to sell, or can make better chairs or knives, crucibles or church organs than anybody else, you will find a broad, hard-beaten road to his house, though it be in the woods. Advertising is just a small piece of marketing. There are so many other forces at work here, and I want to hear from you. What would you do if you couldn't advertise? What other elements of your marketing can you enhance that makes your message and your company stronger? Send me an email, johnnym@wizardofads.com, or comment below. I'll be back in a couple of weeks, and we're going to talk about when good enough is good enough. In the meantime, keep musing about marketing, because that's what I'm doing.